How have you lost so much weight?
I haven't lost much. I've just learned the art of covering.
Oh please, you know you're looking glam as hell.
No, I'm making a conscious effort to change my dress sense. I have been termed godmother by you just 5 minutes ago. I'm tired of these titles. I'm young. I want to feel it. And I'm like, I mean, hello, look at you. You're my age.
Fine.
You look so good.
Okay. I'm terming you now the sex goddess. How about that? Okay?
You just made my day.
Okay, fine. So from now on, no godmother. There's the goddess in it, but it's the sex goddess.
I don't mind. Then I don't mind having a couch.
I'll send you mine. What's the biggest misconception about you?
The biggest misconception about me is that I am this extremely irrational person. I'm not. I might be impulsive, but there's a big difference between irrational and impulsive. I can take instant decisions, but I don't at any point not hear the other side of the story. And that's a big misconception. I have a lot of misconceptions, but this is the one that affects me the most. The rest of it, like I said, what other people think about me is not my business.
Coming from this misconception, there's a lot of sort of stories about your work style and, you know, having meetings at 3 in the morning.
I used to. I mean, I won't deny that.
And now, what time does your day start?
My day starts earlier. You see, when I was doing just creative in television, when you work on 12 daily shows at one time, I had an erratic schedule because I would work all night. I didn't need to meet people. Then I took the managerial position in my company, wherein I realized when I got my new CEO, Puneet Kendra, he came in a couple of years ago, he's saying, you're very creative, but you have so many misconceptions. You don't have time for yourself. You don't look after yourself. So there's a lot of internal angst. You got to live it out. You need to live out and give people a chance to grow, because if they can't grow in your company, then no company is run by one person. It's run by teams. The way you ruin and run a company is with the eye, which is added in the run.
And so initially you were like a one-woman show kind of thing, running your coming up with the ideas.
Scared to delegate, yes. Scared to delegate.
Scared. So how do you produce a film? I mean, how involved are you in that?
Now I'm not. Couple of years ago, a lot of things in me changed. I think I realized that if I have to grow, I have to be inclusive and let people take responsibility and enjoy the fruits of those responsibilities.
Is it hard to detach?
Now, no.
No. So you can do it. So you don't show up on a film set and stuff.
Never.
Are you tempted? Do you have to hold yourself sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes I do. Like, I would like to give a suggestion to a director like Milan, but like, I know when he gives me that look to back off, I back off. Like, I'm like, it was a suggestion.
Oh, not bad. This is an evolution, huh?
I have to. If I want to grow and work with the best talent, then I have to appreciate that talent, and I've learned that.
Ekta Kapoor is growing up, huh? And becoming younger at the same time.
Yeah, I hope
at the same time.
Yeah.
There's another contradiction in you that I kind of am intrigued and interested by. On one side, you are completely confident about your creativity, and no matter how much you've been criticized, whether it was for your television or your films, you've gone ahead and done whatever it is that you believe in. On the other side, you seek divine, intervention and blessing all the time for everything. You seek reassurance from that. Is that not a contradiction?
It's not really, because the spirituality in me is actually got nothing to do with success and failure. I think I like to know myself. And I think we almost run away from ourselves. I think my biggest strength and not my insecurity is my spirituality. Because I find that I can accept failure so much easily, to so much more, with so much ease now, because of the fact that I'm a spiritual person. I don't need to relate the two, that, oh God, please make my film successful. Oh God, you didn't. It's so myopic to look at my life like that. In fact, I don't ever talk to God or connect spiritually with the divine only for success or failure. It's for knowing myself. I think I've become karmically more inclined. I try to be a better person. I try to understand the reason why we were born and why we'll die. I think I've become more human after that.